Hey guys, Kai here, and today I'm just bringing you like a little tutorial on how to get a mid-range PC for about 704 quid including shipping from CyberPowerSystem. I've been talking to an expert on Skype and he's been telling me like what I should look out for, what I shouldn't get and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna like make you aware of what you should be getting and what you shouldn't. So first of all, the case, on the wrong bit. Case, I would get the Cooler Master Elite one, or yeah, just stick with the one it gives you really. Down to this, you don't need any lights and illumination, you're wasting £14 there. You don't really need any of the freebies either. Now, come down to the CPU. The i5-2500 is good enough, that's what you need. You can get the +3 one, which is a K. So it's basically the same thing, but it's overclockable. And you don't really need overclocking, to be honest. You come down here, you need, unless you're really like into liquid cooling systems and you want one of them, I suggest you just get the V8 Gaming CPU cooling fan, because it's a fan instead of liquid cooling. You don't need any liquid, you don't need water or anything like that, so it saves time. I personally don't like liquid cooling systems, so I wouldn't go for that myself. Come down here, this is a new motherboard that they've brought in. I would go for this one. It suggests this one when I clicked on the this setup, so I'd leave it with that one. This is the Infinity Apollo Elite, if you didn't realise. So yeah, just leave that one. Come down here, you don't need any of this stuff. 4GB of RAM is plenty. You can run Minecraft, you can run your games, you basically 4GB of RAM's enough. If you really want to go up to 8GB, you can, but I suggest staying on 4GB. Saves you saves you about 26 quid. I'd suggest saving that £26 for the shipping. Now coming down to a video card, everyone normally goes for a Nvidia. Reason why I'm not going for an Nvidia, look at this, 550, you're getting 66 frames, yeah? For £15 less, you get more frames, just saying. 560, you get 98 frames on that one, well that one, you're paying £51 more for like, what? You're getting like 24 frames more for £51. It's a rip-off. Nvidia, well, I'm not saying Nvidia are a rip-off, but you can get AMD Radeons for a lot cheaper. So I'd stick with the 770, the AMD Radeon HD 770. That's good enough. Or go for the one above that. That's fine. You don't need any of this stuff. You certainly don't need a second video card or a third one. Now, power supply, go for a 500 watt. You can go 600 if you want, but it could oversurge the computer. You don't really want that, so stick with the 500 watt power supply. Stick with the 1TB hard drive. You don't need to go down to 500 because you're losing 500 GB and you're only retaining £10. You don't really want to do that, so stick with the 1TB hard drive. It's not really making any difference, to be honest. Right, come down here, you don't need any of that. You don't really need a hard drive cooler. Optical drive, you just stick with the normal one. You don't need any other colours unless you really want to spend £11 changing the colour of your optical drive. Pointless in my eyes, so I wouldn't do that. This one, unless you want the sound card, you really don't need it. It's already got 7.1 audio on board, that's good enough, so I'd stick with that. Coming into the accessories, LCD monitors. Unless you need one, don't go for one. If you need one, stay with a 19-inch. You don't need any more than that. It's good enough. You don't need a second monitor unless you're Nvidia linking and you're a proper hardcore gamer or you're getting paid to test video games. You certainly don't need a third monitor. Speakers, I would suggest the which one is it? The Creative Labs or the S506. But other than that, you just stay with the onboard audio really. Headsets, don't buy any off this website. Go for the Microsoft Live Chat LX3000. It's what I'm using right now. It's a very good headset for £15, and it's just all round really good. So I just use that. Now we're coming into gaming gear. Unless you're doing like Flight Simulator, you don't need any of that. Network, stick with the one that it already gives you, or go up to the £6 one. You don't need any of those, especially not that one, unless you're really into gaming and you've got a lot of money. You don't need a modem keyboard unless you want to be spending money on a Razer keyboard. I really suggest you don't get that. Stick with the USB keyboard. If you need a mouse, use the USB ones, I suppose. Don't be spending like 40 odd quid on a mouse. I would use the thermal take one if you really want one, but otherwise stick with it. I'm actually gonna, no, I don't need one because I've already got one, but I'm probably gonna need one in the future. Mouse pads, you don't need one. You don't need any of that. When it comes to network cards, I'd go for the £14 one, just saying. That's the only one you really need. I'm sticking with LAN port because it's fast and reliable, I suppose. You don't need that. Wireless access point, that's a router. You've already got one, I'm assuming. You don't need any of this. Video camera, if you want a webcam, go for the C310 or the C910. They're the best ones. You're going to need you don't need 2 meters, but you need a HDMI to HDMI cable to set up stuff, because I don't think it actually comes with the cables. You're going to need a 4-socket surge protector. Reason why, if your power socket over surges, you're going to be stuffed. So I suggest you get one of them. You don't really need definitely don't need FireWire. Just saying. You don't need pen drives or anything like that unless you need an external hard drive. Let's go to software and services now. On this, you get the Home Premium 64-bit edition on the Infinity Apollo Elite, and you get the 64-bit edition with it. Otherwise, it's £59, which is a lot of money. I would stick with the free Office software. Come down here. Unless you really need someone to come set up your PC, I wouldn't suggest doing it. You're probably going to have to do it yourself. Well, I'm probably going to get an engineer to come, or I'm going to get one of my mates to do it if he knows what he's doing. But if I really have to, I will get an engineer to come fit it for me, because I don't really know what I'm doing, to be honest. But then that all of that I've just gone through, it may say 562 quid, 674 including the VAT. Shipping costs £25, so it costs £704 something in total. So it's going to be, quite expensive, but that's what I suppose makes it, if you know what I mean. So it comes to £704 in the end, and that's about it really. So hope this helped you in picking a mid-range PC. £704 is not bad for what I've just shown you, and it's a really good PC overall. So that's the mid-range PC, guys, and I hope you enjoyed that video. So I shall see you in the next video, guys. Thanks for watching.